day. It is so hot here in Florida. Greetings to everybody. Well, it seems like Donald Trump Freedom 250 concert is going to be canceled. Thank you to all the artists that pulled out. It all started with Morris Day saying no, then Young MC, then my man Freedom Williams, then the Commodores, Nilly Vanilli, Martina McBride, Bret Michaels, because it's supposed to have originally been America 250, where was no political agenda involved with it. American 250. But Donald Trump wanted to change it to Freedom 250 and screw all your nastiness. But now it seems like the UFC fight that they build in this arena look like a roller coaster in front of the White House, that might be in jeopardy as well. And you know what? It should be. Because you're telling the people that you only want servicemen from the United States service, fit, you don't want no fatties. Of all people, they don't want nobody fat. And Donald Trump is the worst person. Like, dude, you 6'3" and 250 pounds, and your body fat is trust me, man. You disparately putting people out that's in the United States services. You want them to pay for their tickets to come to the UFC fight? And you talking about, oh, there's gonna be 100,000 other people behind the white. Listen, dude, you just worried about the wrong thing, man. Get the gas prices down, get the food prices down, get America right, man. You are the leader of the free world, and you can't even do that. The only thing I can understand is why the Dow Jones at 51,000. I don't get it. Everything is messed up but the Dow. Sooner or later, those numbers is not going to match. And as far as that $250 bill, oh, hell no. Ain't nobody trying to hear that. Donald Trump is creepy. Now you want Don Lemon subscribers list. The government want Don Lemon subscribers list. It's like, what the hell is going on? But I can tell you one thing. Yippee-yay, that the Freedom 250 concert has been canceled. And I'd like to thank all the acts. Like, again, start with Morris Day, and my boy Young MC hit me up, Freedom Williams. I put the word out because I'm against it. Because I know the people that booked it, and I know they got a lot of money to book it. And they're going to have to get that money back. Because they wasn't even trying to pay the acts. Certain acts, they wasn't even trying to pay no more money. They just told me it was a date. It was a date in D.C. And the funny thing is, one of the guys got a name. I'm not going to call his name out because I don't want to get in trouble. But his name, he need to change his name because it's definitely going to get mixed up with somebody else that a lot of people don't like. But I'm going to say this. This is Van News Now. Johnny Cash. Yeah. Freedom 250 is canceled. I tell you what. Once you'll get with me, just give us the money and let us do the 53rd anniversary of hip-hop concert. And no political agenda. We'll just do it, but it'll have nothing to do with what y'all doing. No politicians speaking, no nothing. Just let the acts get up there and perform. How about that? That's how you're supposed to do it. Donald Trump talking about a bunch of one-hit wonders. But yeah, but you wanted them one-hit wonders. You wanted them. We can't keep using Kid Rock. Of course not. His own festival got canceled. What's wrong with y'all? Huh. Van News Now. Hashtag Van News Now. I'm out. So it's Saturday. So this is what I want to say. And it's going to be the end of this whole Freedom 250 debacle. Let's just keep it 100% straight. Because I've been watching people talk about it, and they talk about, oh, Martina McBride pulled out. No. Let's just keep it 100. If it wasn't for Morris Day pulling out first, then Young MC, then became my boy, Freedom Williams from CNC Music Factory. I know the outcome. And then Excuse me, y'all have to excuse me. And then you had the Commodores pulling out, and whatever's left of Milli Vanilli pulling out. Okay, but let's not sit up here and talk about Martina McBride and Bret Michaels. They are the last to want to pull out. Okay, let's just keep it 100, because a lot of people sitting on the fence waiting to see what other people do. Now, all I can say is they was putting this together in good faith. I could understand the acts performing, but with the climate of the political way things are today, people talk about, well, they rather turn down money. Listen, not all money is good money. So I can just say thank you to Morris Day and Young MC and Freedom Williams for being the ones to stand up and say they're not doing this. Their booking agent knew exactly what this was about. The booking agents didn't tell them what this was about. And you know, those agents, they don't have to go on stage, but long as they can get that money, and the artist got to answer the question. Now, these artists been very nice and didn't mention who their booking agent is. They could have said, well, my booking agent, so booked me for this and didn't tell me. None of them did that. You know, and for those who's in the business, we know who they are. But, you know, just to keep things diplomatic, it comes down to this here. So this is Van Silk, Van News Now. I just wanted to say it all started with Morris Day, Young MC, and Freedom Williams. I don't want to hear no reports from all these people. Oh, Martina McBride, she pulled out, and then the Commodores. No, it didn't happen like that, because she was sitting on the fence watching everybody else. All right? Talk to you later. Continue on. There's more. This is Van Silk. And I just want to say, being a promoter in hip-hop, music executive, an activist, I stand up for what's right. And everybody have their own opinion. Hey, I got the 1776 shirt that I ordered myself. You know, it has America. We are American. I'm an American. I was born here. But America is a great place. It's about the people that's running America. Now, I want to just clear the air on this whole 250 freedom extravaganza or jubilee or whatever you want to call it. It's just, I post and repost a lot of news and information on my platforms. So when I seen that this event was going on and Morris Day said he's not performing, I posted it. But just in that hour of me posting, Freedom Williams called me and like, yo, Van, I'm not doing this. I'm getting calls about I'm supposed to be doing a show for Donald Trump and whatever he's trying to do, the World's Fair, whatever they want to call this. They got a million names for it. So he made a video, and I posted it. I put it along with the Morris Day post that they had. And then shortly after that, Young MC hit me up like, yo, man, you need to update your post. And then he sent me what he wanted to say. So in the long run, what I made, Young MC, evidently, it was screenshot in a lot of the in a lot of the news information of that this being canceled, acts are pulling out, you know, and I mean, it's good because I'm gonna stand for it. I mean, now the Commodores is pulled out. But here's the problem. A lot of people don't understand. And I had a few people call me up today like, yo, man, if they don't want to do it, I'll do it. And I'm like, yo, dude, I have nothing to do with what's going on in D.C. But you know what the problem is? Somebody gonna go, oh, man, so they not taking the money. Not all money is good money, okay? Especially when you're trying to make this a political agenda. It ain't like the Democrats and the Republicans is doing this in a joint fashion. It's just one person doing it the way he wants to do it. He wants to prove that he could draw more people the Washington Mall. You got a UFC fight happening. Then you're going to do 10 days. You want to call the World Fair. Listen, there's always telling the artists to stay out of politics. They tell the basketball players dribble. When are we going to say, not all money is good money? These artists is going to work regardless. But the problem is people don't want to face the fact. They want to hide behind their computer screen with no profile picture and talk a lot of gibberish, chirping, woodpecker, birds, all kind of nonsense. The bots all over social media. Meanwhile, we have the midterm elections coming up. They're trying to redistrict and redesign and all the black areas and districts in different states to steal seats. We in a war. You tore up the Iran deal that Barack Obama had for them not to build any nuclear arms. Then the uneducated people, oh, Barack Obama gave them $1.7 billion. If you understood history and understood everything, that money goes all the way back to, was it Jimmy Carter, Reagan era, when they bought military planes from the United States and the United States never delivered them, so they just kept the money and the money grew interest and all Barack Obama did was gave it back. But meanwhile, this war is costing us $1 billion a day. See, if you take politics out and put the human common sense into everything that's going on, it'll be a better world. When 9/11 happened, everybody together, oh, we're Americans, we're Americans. No, you're not. You're American now. You wasn't American the day before. Oh, this is my brother. Listen, there's racism in everywhere you go. There's racist people everywhere you go. But here is the counter validity of what I'm trying to say. So you want to sit here, do this 10, 12-day event, have artists come to perform like they're endorsing you. And listen, you're entitled to endorse whoever you want. That's on you. But don't sit here and trying to tell me what have this administration done. Well, we could start right now from the scrubbing of our black history in schools. We could start right now, and I understand the food stamp situation. I totally was 100% of the sugar and all that garbage on food stamps. I agree with that. But when you turn around and you get rid of the FDA department and you just let Elon Musk come in there and just get all the data and people's social security and this happening and a war that shouldn't have happened. We don't even know how many of our servicemen are dead. This war now is going on how many months? And it's supposed to have been all the Iran battleships is in the bottom of the ocean, but you're still bombing. How many assassination attempts has happened so far? And we ain't seen not one person's photo. You had the ICE agents out here terrorizing Americans. Pam Bondi is gone. You done got rid of everybody, so now they can't go in front of the Senate to testify, but they get new jobs. You still haven't shown your taxes, so now your whole family is exempt from taxes because the Supreme Court's giving you this situation. It's bad on both sides, but it's bad now because you was able to get in a second time, and now you got a bunch of Trumpsters out here saying they don't care if he get another term because he didn't get to serve 2 terms in a row. So they're trying to figure out in the Constitution how they could change things. So that's the way then Barack Obama should be able to run again. They always want to move the goalposts. So this is the 250th anniversary of America. What's so great? I'm going to be asking about what is so great about America. Because, see, everybody's talking about the immigrants need to check in. A lot of y'all migrated here from other countries. Your ancestors came here. They snuck in the country too. Went to Ellis Island, fake. They changed their names. Because Donald Trump's last name was Drump, D-R-U-M-P-F. Fred Drump changed the name. You in this country. Yeah, that little song, this land is your land, this land is our land. No, y'all done took the land from the Indians. But getting back to this whole show, why should an artist, no matter what their political views are, should participate in something that's one-sided? Because it is one-sided. There's nobody from the Democratic Party or the Independent Party that's involved in saying, okay, we're putting this together as United States of America. Maybe if the Democrats wasn't involved and you said, well, here's enough money for you to do what you got to do because you're all stealing money. And maybe it could have been great for America. World leaders are laughing at us. When I tell my brothers and sisters that we need to get the young people out here to vote the midterm elections, and they don't have an ID, and they don't have this, and they don't have that, like what kind of America we living in? But when you got a place like TikTok with a TikTok challenge every couple days that is stupid and everybody could join in on that, or you had the Swatch watch, AP, you had people waiting out there for a week for a watch. Listen, I got a watch right here from Temu. I got them in all color bands, $6, tell the same time. But all I'm going to say is, you stand your ground in what you do. I appreciate the Commodores, Morris Day, and the Time, Freedom Williams, Young MC, even this Nilly Vanilli for stepping out to say, listen, we don't want to be part of this. I mean, it might be funny, but it's no different than the Super Bowl and Charlie Kirk wife trying to have a halftime with Kid Rock. Kid Rock, somebody who I knew when he was starting out in this business. I let him stay with me in Jersey City. He went through all my hip-hop archives. Yes, Rob Ritchie will tell you I stayed with Van Silk because the person he was staying with kicked him out in Jersey City from Dixon Mills. But it's not about degrading Rob, because Rob Ritchie ain't the same Rob Ritchie that I knew as a 19-year-old kid from Detroit, Michigan. But you're allowed to change your political view. I have a brother that's a Republican. Well, what I'm supposed to do? I got friends that are Republicans. I just don't have conversations with them about it. I'll let you see for yourself. Because it's bad on both sides. Okay, I'm going to say this bad on both sides. But what is being done right for America? This is the 250th anniversary. You done tore down the east wing of the White House, trying to build a ballroom. You didn't get no permission from nobody to build that ballroom. Didn't go through the Senate or nobody to approve it. Supposed to be private investors. Now you need money, $1 billion to build it. Something that was $200-300. Because I'm the greatest builder. I build buildings. It ain't nothing but a place for you to hide and not leave in 2028. It's a fortress. And a lot of people that don't even understand what's going on, when everything is high, all the corporate entities and Walmart and them, and the people that run the food, they done cut the sizes of the cans down and box sizes. Everything is being cut down. They just cut it by a little bit. But you may notice it, but you're still paying more money for it. All this stuff with the tariffs. What happened to the tariffs? But we're supposed to be celebrating what? Trust me, these artists is going to work regardless whether they do this or not. And I praise them and I applaud them. And I wish other artists will realize what am I doing? Because you're not going to have control over the narrative. Because they could have you perform and take you and build a whole thing around what you performing about, and have people up there that's talking racist gibberish, just a bunch of nonsense, and it's all good to the American people. News organizations are scared because they get sued. You got the FCC in control, just trying to strip them of their license. When I look at Adam Mockler and Midas Touch and all Don Lemon and Joy Reid and all the independent news media, it's great that we got these guys standing up, giving us what they can. But at the end of the day, 250 Freedom, National Mall, Festival, World's Fair, whatever you want to call it. This is America. You have a choice because it's called freedom. And I know where my hand lies at. But when it comes to artists that I've known most of my life, done work with, and me being part of my industry, because I'm not part of the music industry, I'm part of the hip-hop original culture. I stand for that. I stand for what's going on in the world and trying to teach my grandkids and them about politics and what's right and what's wrong and what we went through. But nobody would look at that picture. So at the end of the day, if these artists decide they don't want to perform, they have that right. Money is not everything. And not all money is good money. Remember that. Taxpayers' dollars going on somebody's ego. I'm the only president that could do a whole festival and 250th anniversary celebration. But you ain't not one time celebrated Juneteenth or even mention it. Ain't that some shit? It's your brother Van Silk Common Sense. I'm out.